This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at the varsity field of the Cavalier Soccer Complex. Apologize in advance to viewers here early in the game. Coach Larry and I kind of running some double duty here, making sure the clock and the PA system get taken care of for pregame official duties. So if we're gone for a moment or two, either one of us, that's what we're doing, tending to the clock or the microphone. I know we had a blank screen there for a while. I was getting a sportsmanship statement read. This is one of the many things we have to worry about doing here at a small school. A lot of jobs to cover and not a lot of people to do them.
Many hats, wearing many hats.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All hands on deck, which is nice.
Oddly enough, and I always say this, finding someone to do a microphone is one of the most difficult things to have someone do. And it's my favorite thing to do because I tell everybody, it doesn't matter what I say. I can call that Chris Stevens scored a goal. It affects nothing. You know, people went on the scoreboard, they went on the clock, and they're terrified of the microphone. I mean, yeah, you got to talk, but it doesn't mean anything.
I tell you what, that is one of the things I remember about what you said to me when I first started announcing when you were here. It's that nobody's really listening. So
yeah,
and I've taken that to heart, and I believe it. Which I still keep talking though.
Yeah, It's. Well, and I think you and I both enjoy it. We enjoy having a microphone in our hands and doing this sort of thing. It makes it fun, makes it a way you can be involved in the game.
I think we were brought up by Ron Stevens, and I think that
oh, absolutely.
Our mentor.
Well, and in fairness, Ron can make almost anything look fun.
Yeah.
So
I agree. All right, the teams are walking out to midfield, getting ready for the pregame festivities of lineups. Once again, Coach Bushman's going to step away from the microphone and head to the PA system to give us our starting lineups. Getting his paperwork ready. Lakeland Christian Cougars in their white, travel whites, blue letters.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Again, double duty here.
Again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the varsity field of the Cavalier Soccer Complex and to tonight's varsity soccer contest between the visiting Lakeland Christian Girls Academy Cougars and your Culver Community Cavaliers. Starters First for the Cougars, number 9, Maddie Paris. Number 14, Lauren Sterritt. Number 7, Anna Rymanek. Number 18, Carly O'Hara. Number 13, Natalie Zapata. Number 2, Carly Wise. Number 3, Tori Calizo. Number 12, Avery Hobbs. Number 11, Liza Schmidt. Number 6, Joy Haynes. Number 17, Jesse Calizo. The Cougars are coached by Nate Raber. And now, the starting lineup for your Culver Community Cavaliers. Junior, number 1, Hattie Davis. Wearing number 2, junior, Trista Fritter. Senior, number 5, Miranda Ottoman.
Set time 4-0.
Wearing number 6, junior, Kenzie Binkley. Number 9, senior, Allie Jones.
Time 4-0.
Wearing number 10,
One
senior,
touch.
Katie Phillips. Number 12, senior, Kate Hine.
Yes.
Freshman
Yes.
wearing number 15, Rebecca Minix. Number 16, junior, Lily Hayes. Junior, number 17, Lily Saibong Singh. And your keeper wearing 0, senior, Alyssa Bailey. The head coach of the Cavs is Chris Stevens. He is assisted by A.J. Neese. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, and that'll do it for the Star Spangled Banner. Once again, I left off by telling you about the traveling white uniforms of the Lakeland Christian Cougars. Our Cavaliers are in their black unis, white trim, and orange numbers.
Looking sharp.
Looking sharp. Always do. Love the Culver colors.
You know, I really do. They're good. They're unique enough, but they're not wacky. You know, they're not like I see some like purple and brown, weird stuff like that.
Right.
They're colors that are believable, but they're not colors you're going to see every day.
No, and we've worn the colors our whole lives, except for a couple stints that we took at other schools.
Each of us, yeah.
So, you know, always found our way back home. Feels good.
And I don't know about you being at Bremen. I was just telling somebody the other day. Knox was good to me. I enjoyed my time there, but you know it's funny. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't walk in there thinking, "Man, this doesn't feel right."
Yep.
Doesn't feel right.
You always have people in the community say, you know, what are you wearing those colors for? And I'd always say, well, they signed my check right now. That's
right.
about it.
That's right. The funny thing too is, I'm sure you had this at Bremen. I go to Knox, people give me a hard time being a Culver guy. But, you know, you come back home and, like, nobody's mentioned it all. It's just like, okay, you're here now. We're good.
Yep, I agree. Okay, ball's around midfield. Cougars pass it up front. Number 17, Jessie Calizo. I know, getting a little scouting report, the Calizo girls and the Reminick girl are a couple girls to watch for the Cougars. And let's see, 2 seniors in that group.
Yeah.
Lily Sabong Singh.
Definitely going to look to get the Lilies and Kenzie Binkley involved offensively here.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we have Lily Hayes playing a little bit of midfield. Coach has Katie Phillips up there. I know there was a game or two ago, Katie Phillips very close to a goal. I don't think she's scored one this year.
Let's try to get in the scoring
Yeah, that's
column.
always exciting.
You know, you're going to have to lead me through this. I watch from my golf cart on the sidelines. This is all new to me, calling a soccer game.
Well, again, we expect a certain amount of the viewers at home are watching this, so we're not worried about calling every single minute detail.
Right.
And that, I've gotten some coaching up from Coach Stevens a couple of games we've done, so hopefully we can put something together here that's worthwhile.
Yep.
Lily Hayes looking for, it's like, hey,
Nice strong,
Kenzie Binkley, but good interception there.
strong stop there by the Cougars.
And again, looking out at the starters tonight as the season's worn on, a lot of mix of classes out there. It bodes well for the Cavaliers as the future
Yes, it does.
approaches.
I know I look over at the banners there. It look like there are a lot of senior banners. Well, we're going to have to replace next year, but it's nice to have some young girls. I just saw Rebecca Minnix in the mix there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Grace
Freshman.
Wood, I think, is still working on an injury.
Yeah,
She's somebody who's really come around this year.
Yeah,
as a
she's had
freshman.
some knee injuries.
Mhm.
I've noticed that through her middle school life of teaching middle high school over here. You see
Right.
them on a daily
Right.
basis. She's had a little knee brace on, but looks like high school now. She's strengthening up and contributing.
Well, our strength program is top notch. Coach Stevens and Coach Zahner and Coach Kling do a good job, and the varsity coaches in general. Obviously, the coaches buying in is a big part of the weight program, but those three guys kind of spearhead everything. And
Well, that's another thing that you and I know a lot about, and helping out with anything and everything when it comes to
absolutely
summer weights or in season with your sports, with wrestling, and hopefully track for you someday again, get you back in there. But getting every coach and every athlete buying in and on the same page makes a difference.
Well, the formula is not easy, but I always tell kids it's the easiest way to get better. It's the easiest. The formula is easy. The work isn't, but the formula of what you do, it's one of the easiest ways to get better. You just get stronger.
Yep.
So I have a goal kick here for the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Kenzie Binkley right over to.
Kenzie and Allie Jones passing it to each other and intercepting.
We're aiming to set up Lily or Allie here at
Rebecca Minnix.
goal. And not quite as in front maybe as she would have wanted it there.
Nope.
I think we might have a high. Yep, I got shoulder cleats there. Allie Jones got a little too eager there.
Jeremy Penrod with the call.
Yeah, and the demonstration of the high cleats was impressive by Mr. Penrod.
Flexibility.
Limber.
Like to see that in official.
Goal kick coming out here. Nobody getting too crazy here. We're about 4 minutes in, and
Ball looked like
no super aggressive attempts so far, which is not surprising. Two good teams are going to try to feel each other out a bit before they get too crazy and make any big mistakes.
Lily Sivong Singh, the middle field there.
Oh,
Kick move. Trista, nice stop. Passes the ball.
not quite as much on it maybe as she would have wanted.
Nope.
Like to get out at the Katie a little faster. And we're going to try to get back and play defense here. Kate's going to cut this off.
One of the Calizo girls, Jessie Calizo, on the
Miranda
move.
giving chase there too.
Got to get my cameraman out of my way so I can see what I'm doing here. We appreciate Colton and everything he does.
Colton does do a great job. He's been with us, I think, in every broadcast that we've done. He's done a really good job.
Reminick passes the ball. Rebecca Minnix. Good break up there. Up. Jess Calizo on the left side for the Cougars. Makes a good ball move and a shot. Stopped by Alyssa Bailey.
Yeah.
Zero the hero. She gives it a
Nice
good
punt
boot.
there.
Yep. Midfield over Kenzie's
just
head.
a bounce. Look, as much rain as we got, the ground's still looking pretty hard. That took a pretty high bounce. I don't think Kenzie was quite expecting that to sail over. I know I wasn't. That was pretty good air on that.
Hattie Davis centers the ball. Savong Singh turns, mixing it up there with number 7.
A little bit physical.
Whistle on the play. Penrod
Foul.
once again.
Be a Lakeland. Call an extended elbow. I didn't see an extended elbow, but
extended elbow.
a little jostling there, but I don't. He can see better than we can. He's down there in the field.
Yep. You're going to teach me what these calls and rules are. Extended elbow.
I don't know. He extended his elbow, so I just call what I see out there.
I like it.
I see an extended elbow. I call it an extended elbow. So I tell people try to keep scoring a wrestling match. Like he's going to put up how many points each move is worth, so you don't, takedown gets marked a T, escape gets marked an E. Don't
simplify it.
Not too difficult.
Kind of just.
Everybody just kind of in feel-out mode right here. No real big breaks. Nobody taking any big chances.
Oh, Lily.
And again, I would say this at this point in time in the season too, as a coach, you're not. Again, this isn't a conference opponent. This isn't. You hate to say it has no bearing, but you want to win games. But at the end of the day, we have tournament time coming up. Yeah, we want to come into this healthy.
I know scheduling is what it is. You put people on your schedule and you can fit them. And like we talked about, kind of a good tune-up against a good team right before.
Yeah, definitely.
Sectionals. But, yeah, you're right. You don't want to do anything crazy here.
Well, in talking to Coach Stevens, that's one of his kind of points of emphasis through the season is when it's time to work hard, you work hard. And sometimes it's time to take a break and get the injuries healed up and make sure that you're tip-top. And that's –
Yep.
And it's – I think rest is an underused tool in varsity athletics.
I agree. Especially with how our athletes have been. I've seen too many crutches and boots and what have
it's hard. Small school. Everybody's having to, fill the role. And, you say, oh, here we got maybe a potential breakaway here.
Reminick, she's
take a swat
got
at
shot on goal.
Maybe too many dribbles
wide
there.
Left. Yep.
I think maybe too many touches there. She might have wanted to take about 2 steps back. And I'll say, Alyssa is an outstanding goalkeeper, and
she is.
And I don't blame anybody for having second or third thoughts about exactly where to put that ball.
Right. Trista Fritter was there, and so was Allie Jones. Looks like Hattie Davis. They were all kind of surrounding the ball.
Making it difficult.
Yep. Here's another goalie kick here. Alyssa Bailey centers it up to Lily.
I meant to ask Coach Stevens. I know and I don't know if it's just a matter of whoever kicks the best in those situations. But I know that the boys have one of the defensive men take the kick.
Right.
Just got word that we are actually live on TV. So we'd like to welcome our TV visitors, Channel 4 Rochester. This is Mike Bushman with Shane Lowry and Colton Miller. And we'd like to welcome the TV crew, or TV viewing audience. We are now a TV crew in addition to being a live stream crew. So we appreciate you tuning in and taking a little bit of Lady Cavs soccer as we host the Lakeland Christian Cougars. Those of you viewing on TV, just want to give you an update. We're still 0-0, no major aggressive. We've had a couple.
Lily Savong-Sing with the shot there.
Yeah, a couple little testing the goalkeeper kind of shots. Nothing real zinging coming in there, but
opportunity here.
Yep,
goalie didn't get what she wanted on that kick. Lily's got it again.
She's back in position now, but if we can still catch them while they're scrambling more than we've seen them scramble.
Through Allie Jones. Kinsey coming up hard. Little steal there. Keeping it in
bounds. Very good. Very good.
Looks like we're spacing out. Soft pass there. Get it back to her. There we go.
Kinsey's going to try to get this in. Lily going to make a
good
make
center,
a run at
Kins. Oh, there's Lily. Lily Hayes, left-footed kick. That Katie Phillips over there.
Yeah, well, we just calmly and coolly defended. I'm impressed with how quickly Lakeland Christian got their wits back about them. They were kind of on their heels there for a second. And
well, 9-2, they're playing some soccer.
Definitely.
Covering the field well. Hattie Davis on the ball. Allie Jones steps in the way. She controls it. Kinsey centers it. Oh. Look out, Penrod. Oh, centered up, 17.
Trista's going to make it difficult for her, though.
Yeah, Trista got in the way there. Jessie Calizo defended well. Centers it. Kicks it back out. Race to the ball. Get a shot off of a Cavalier and out of bounds.
So that'll be a corner kick.
Corner kick up for the Cougars. Once again, the Cougars are in their road whites, Cavaliers in their home blacks.
Yeah, I was informed that's actually a rule change. They used to be the other way around. Home team would wear a white jersey and away would wear a dark, and I'm not sure why.
Something above the waist, one of the coaches just said. We've got number 7 for the Lady
Sophie
Cavs.
Heath ready to
Sophie
check in?
Heath ready to go in.
Curious, depending on how this game goes, if we see Sophie in a goal. I know she's played some keeper this year at various situations. Sophie herself, a very capable goalkeeper, and Alyssa Bailey, a very, very capable field player. So good to have some options for Coach Stevens.
Yeah, Alyssa's strength, she's just a strong girl. And we were talking about it in school the other day about some of the stronger girls. And some of the other girls said, you look at Alyssa Bailey and what she does in the weight room. Strong girl coming back from a knee injury.
Yes, definitely. Well, in our whole back line. And
Rebecca Minix.
We talk about some tough girls back there. And
Kate Heim.
I don't mean to say that our other girls are not tough. But the girls we have playing in our back line, these are tough girls that don't care to get knocked on the ground. Hattie Davis and I have a joke going in school that she's, how many games in a row are you going to get knocked in the grass? Because she's just going to stick her face in there and mix it up and doesn't care.
Get back up.
And that's, again, that's a good quality to have back there.
Yeah, Coach Stevens has players to work with in the right places when they put it all together. And that's led to the success this year. There's Lily again, another shot. Goalkeeper cornered that thing off. She's at the top of the box, gives it a boot. Once again, just kind of straight up. Lily Hayes, that's Rebecca Minix over there. Kate Heim defending in the middle of the field. Miranda Ottoman, number 5's out there defending as well. Kate breaks it up. Kicks it forward to Ellie Jones. She's going to bring it over to the side.
One of the things, again, I like about the way soccer coaches, you gotta know how to play everywhere, because it was fun and interesting too. When it comes time for penalty kicks, Kate Heim's the one doing the penalty kicks, and I know something about that's neat to me. As many goals as Kenzie and Lily put up, the duty for goal or for penalty kicks falls to a defensive player. I think that's
defenseman.
Very versatile athletes here.
Yeah, there's Kenzie Binkley has it center field.
Yeah.
Looks like she has a little hitch in her giddy up there. Here comes Sammy Smith over to the check-in box.
Make this tough here.
Covering 2 girls there. Not sure that's very good spacing by the Cougars, but we'll take it. Landon Stevens, sideline with the balls, helping out today.
Yeah, he's solo crew today. He's
run on both sides.
As usual, I don't know if he's running both sides, but we're gonna have to figure out what. I think they just figured out for themselves over there. Normally, you got Cale Bushman running the other side over there, but he's off doing basketball practice today.
Hey, gotta get better. Lakeland still controlling the ball on our side, inside the box. A lot of dribbling going on center.
Oh.
Diving stop by Bailey.
Gobbled up.
Covered that. Cat quickness by the Culver goalie. All right, let's get a push here. They were down here, so let's get it up, make something happen. 2 Cavaliers run into each other. Like I said before, I'm not sure on my soccer knowledge, but I think you'd want to be a little spacier than that, or you don't run into each other.
And that's one of the difficult things, I'd say, probably at any level below the very advanced levels, is people get excited, people want to get in there and try to make something happen.
Yep. Flow to the ball. Ellie gets right back up. Reminick with the ball, a couple of dribble plays in front of Fritter.
A lot of touches here, giving the Cavs a chance to get where they want to be.
Yep. Shot on goal again. Bailey, stop.
Cooley takes that one down.
She's quality. Comes to goal. Ooh. Shank off to the side. It's going to go out of bounds right underneath our booth. And
sub
subs
coming
come
here.
in. So
Sophie,
Sammy Smith
Sam
and Sophie
Smith.
Heath,
We coming in 4 here.
Kinsey Binkley, and Katie Phillips
Very good.
coming off the field. Ken's still kind of favoring that. Looks
Yeah.
like right ankle
Yeah.
maybe.
And we talked to Coach Stevens for the game. His priority was to play some quality soccer, but most importantly, come out of here healthy.
Yeah.
And if that means that they got to, set some of their top goal scorers or what
Yeah.
have you, then they're going to do what they need to do to make sure they're ready to go. They have no small task. They're facing Rochester in the first, actually it's going to be second round of sectional, but their first round
They
game.
got
Both
the
teams
bye.
drew a bye. And that was a 1-0 at halftime, got out of hand
Yep.
type of a game.
Coach Stevens was kind of talking about that.
Yeah.
He wants that matchup. He
Yeah.
thinks will fare better, and it's always good to have something where you can really focus that first game
Right,
on.
right, and it's hard to beat a good team 2 times.
Yep.
And I know that I know some of the again, that was a time we were battling some injuries, and when things started to get a little out of hand, I know Alyssa had to sit out the second half. She wasn't in keep for us there, and that made a difference too.
Yep. Calizo girl. Shot on goal. Goal. Was that Reminick? Number 7. Number 7, Anna Reminick on the Cougar goal. Over the right outstretched hand of Bailey.
Yeah, it looked like Alyssa was maybe trying to decide whether she wanted to guess which way she was going on that, and it's unfortunate. Again, you get enough of those kicks
Perfectly
at that.
placed, though.
Yeah,
She placed
get,
it well.
Get enough of those kicks at that. One's gonna go in.
22 minute 55-second mark of the first period. 1-0 Lady Cougars.
Cavaliers looking to respond here. I feel like that goal kind of like a
Took
it's like-
something.
yeah, well, and like a shell shock type of a situation here. Like we heard a loud boom, and now we're just recovering from the aftermath of that.
Looks like Haley Howard is now in the game, number
Yeah.
20.
Missed her checking in.
Yep, I think she came in for. I'm going to look on the Culver bench. Rebecca Minnix looks like she's on the sideline now.
Yep.
So Sam Smith on ball. Allie Jones.
You're making it tough, but not really anybody there. You're
Yeah,
not
no.
filling the empty spaces right now.
No. Calizo on ball. Trista Fritter on defense. Dribbling through. A lot of dribbling. Pass out.
We saw this
Center kick. Bailey back up
There we
again. Nice save.
again. Good to see her come back out, make that next save, and shake off.
Yep.
Again, you're not going to be undefeated as a goalkeeper. You're going to get some are going to get by. So
Yep. Yeah, I just see the white jersey spaced out pretty well here.
yeah, believe I
Pass
heard
up.
Coach Stevens give a stay positive to his girls out there. I
Yep.
think he's sensing some.
Lull
Let
in
down
play,
also, yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Here we go. Couple black jerseys out front. Allie Jones centers it. Oh, stop there.
Yeah, one good run down at the goal and poke one in ourselves, and this is a new game.
Yep. Pass it up. Miranda on defense, number 3
Good job
for
of keeping her in front.
the Cougars. Another
And we're playing
Calizo
it.
girl shot.
Yeah, making it hard on them.
Kick it out. There we go.
Back line for the Cavaliers doing a good job so far.
Yep.
Alyssa comes up
Yep.
wisely, doesn't
Another
even give a chance.
Shot by Tori Calizo of the
Yeah,
Cougars.
just they get a run here. They're back on there again. Not quite a sense of urgency there like we might like to see. Just
Reminick right
take
through
a swipe
'em.
again.
Another shot on goal. Bailey with
takes that
another
one
save.
easily.
That number 7 there, strong player, senior midfielder for the Cougars, making things happen.
Kate Hine looks to move
Oh.
up the field.
Sophie Heath tried to get to it. Yeah, they're really passing the ball around now.
They must have heard you down there talk about their spacing.
Must have. Oh, another Calizo, Jess Calizo, 17 over to, assume is her sister, 3, Tori Calizo.
As soon as we say that, I feel like they were a little close together, or maybe 17 should have shot it. I don't know.
Wide left, shot by number 6, Joy Haynes.
Goal kick call for the official.
Into the lineup for the Cavs, number 4, Sunny Klingler,
And
replacing Allie Jones.
And Lawrence Starrett in for the Cougars. I'm just going to help you out here, Coach. The L is silent at the end of Klinger.
Klinger. Did I say Klingler?
Klingler. It's a common mistake.
Klinger.
It's a common mistake. The L is silent.
Klinger. Hey, you're teaching me something. That sounds like that's towards the DeLong way there.
Yeah, that's right.
I stopped on the south side of Culver, I grew up next to Pinder's. For all you Culver fans, I'm sure you remember old Pinder's restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of places been in there since then.
Yeah. Ate a few wings there at the Vanguard this summer.
Yeah, I hear Vanguard's on its way out too. Is that a fact? Or
Vanguard is what?
I heard Vanguard is on the way out too. Is that a?
It's out.
It's out.
It's been out for since the early days of August.
See, I'm not a townie at all anymore. I don't know any of these things.
Yeah, you are. You are a suburbia guy.
I'm out. I'm out in the outskirts.
You're out there by Bennett's Pond.
Yeah, living the life.
Yes, you are.
Again, a lot of time down here on the Cavalier side. And again, we want to limit this because we know these girls can play, and it's only a matter of time before they find a position where we get another shot we can't really do anything with.
Reminick once again with another
nice
touch.
through ball
Good
there.
pass up to Tori.
Carlos
came
out of
out.
bounds. Or Carlos out of position.
Yep, hustles back. Shot on goal. Looks like it's up and over the goal.
Sailed it.
Good for us.
Yeah, definitely. And nice hustle by Alyssa getting back in position. I think that kind of disrupted what they wanted to do. I think it got them a little eager. Rebecca Minnick's back on the field here.
Yep. Rebecca comes in. She's
Trista?
going to, Trista Fritter smiling on her way off the field. Watching her in the Powder Puff game the other night. She's a tough girl.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Like to get her playing basketball on the basketball court. I know Coach Shedrow needs to get out there and talk to some of these girls. Get them out there. Some of this physicality from soccer will just play right over to basketball.
Well, I don't know if you and I talked, but one of the small benefits to the RTC broadcast, I hope, is kids hearing people say, "Hey, I saw you play the other night." Gobbled up there by Alyssa. And maybe, again, I'm not saying it's going to send 15 more kids out, but if one or two kids hear that and it plants a seed and says, "Man, I want somebody to say that to me," and might be that straw that breaks the proverbial camel's back and gets a kid out.
A grandma might hear it or a mom and might say, "Why aren't you doing this?"
Yeah,
that might help us.
Definitely.
Aunt or uncle persuade somebody that might have played in middle school to come out. So yeah, we appreciate that fact that we are now able to stream and or like we're today on TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sunny Klinger.
Oh, chance for Sammy Smith here.
Pass to Sammy.
Give it a lefty, Sammy. Oh, poke it in there.
Oh, Sunny.
Get it. Oh, we got it out. We got it out. And the keeper had hands on it, so we can't touch it. The keeper has hands on it.
So when she touches you, you cannot do it.
Once her hands are on it, you can't kick it out of her hands.
Yeah, a lot of dribbling there in the box.
And again, some players who haven't been in that position before, they get a little eager, anxious. And I come at that from a perspective that I didn't play soccer, but that's the athlete that I was. I wasn't the one scoring touchdowns or, making the big plays. I would say there are people in the world who take the last second shot, and there are people who pass the ball to the player who takes the last second shot. And I am firmly confident that I am person B. and when you get in that position, sometimes you're freeze up a little bit. And I think that's kind of what happened there. I really hope for those girls' sake they get another shot at that.
Yep, true. And, I've watched a lot of games from my golf cart, and Sammy Smith has really come a long way this year for Coach Stevens. And I know from last year to this year, and that goes for more than just her. Most of the girls here, save the freshmen, I haven't really seen too much of them except for this year, have grown a lot from last year to this year.
Definitely.
And to see all those seniors, leaving the program after this year, there's going to be an opportunity, I'll call it, but lots of voids too.
Well, and that's the process, and that's one of the things that makes high school athletics fun is you got this constant turnover. It's 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 a game of growth from one year to the next. Some of these kids aren't even fully formed until their sophomore, junior year, and they just have these breakout years and then only get a couple years to play at that level. And again, the weight room, the buying into what coaches is telling you, that sort of thing.
You know, and that's where, like I said, with Trista Fritter, she just seems so much stronger this year. And, watching a Powder Puff game, but you can tell the girls. Throw some other girls out there. I know there were a couple other girls in that Powder Puff game that you could just see it. Serena Eckwright, strong girl. Alex Temme. Both of those girls are volleyball players for the Cavs.
Yep.
But, and that was a great night. I think, talking to Coach Zahner about it, football coach, he was excited that there was interest, that the girls even came to him. And then, coaching girls basketball for past I don't know how many years of my life, getting to know these girls, it's nice to see that they get something like that to have a little fun.
Well, that's an important. I don't know. It's sometimes that's what you got to do is you got to go out and do things just for the simple reason that they're fun.
Right.
To remember that playing ball, that's why we do this, is because it's fun.
Right. You sometimes get caught up in, the game and the wins and the losses and all that.
I had a wrestling coach who said one time, and this stuck with me for life. He said, "If this isn't fun, you're crazy. Why are you doing all this if it's not fun?"
Right. We say that to him quite a bit when you look at him. You're getting all tense and tight and competing. And you look at the teams that are successful, there's a good balance of that. They're having fun in what they're doing, and it spurs them to work harder, in the stuff that's not fun. You want to work harder to make it fun. And I know talking to Coach Stevens here with what they've done, preseason and in season and now postseason coming up, these girls they're not afraid of a little hard work. And you can tell. Got two girls down here in the box, number 2, Trista Fritter, and 9.
Allie Jones.
Allie Jones ready to come back in.
Another decent attempt there for the Cavaliers. Yeah, if we can keep them out of our goal and have a few more of those. Oh, here we got a breakaway here.
Breakaway. Alyssa comes out.
Oh yeah.
Right
up.
Stop.
Doesn't give her a chance.
Good stop. Physical play there.
Outstanding.
Very good decision. She committed and got it, which that's fun to see.
And that's just having spent lots and lots of time in the box and just trusting that situation. I don't. Obviously, there's no physical fear, but there's a lot of time for athletes. There's an error fear,
right.
and that's something you just have to overcome.
Right. Lily Sevongsing's coming out. Okay, one sub for Culver.
Sure how that works.
I'm not sure either. I know 16 came in.
Oh, okay. I think it's because I think it's their sub time.
Okay.
And they subbed 1, so we can sub 1.
Okay.
Because I think it's their throw-in.
Keely Bauer in for.
Looking like our throw-in. Maybe you can only sub one in on an out of bounds. Maybe that's what it is. It's our throw.
Yeah, you're telling me things that I'm going to learn as I go.
I'm hypothesizing.
Uh-oh. Now here we go.
Both in. So it looks like there was a little mix-up. Official wasn't. Maybe it's some confusion.
Confusion on the field, but it looks like Kate Himes coming off for the Cavs and number 18.
I guess number 8.
Carly O'Hara is in for.
Oh, in. Okay.
For the Cougars.
Okay. Let's get Sophie a little run here. Yep. Can't quite control it.
Sophie, too, for a freshman. She's a pretty strong girl.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. She actually ran some for the cross-country team this year also.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still doing that or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I know there was a while she was pulling double duty.
I think at one point in time it was her number 1 sport for both coaches.
Yeah. That's one of the
Calizo.
I coached cross-country for a year, and I remember the Chad Hollenbaugh told me, he said, you think wrestling's a second-hand sport. Wait till you coach cross-country. And, boy, he wasn't kidding. And these broadcasts are a perfect example. We can go out and broadcast a cross-country meet, and they run away, and then what are we going to do? We're going to talk for 15 minutes till they come back.
Yeah. And the Hollister. Shots wide over the gate into the shot put area of the track and field.
Got Katie Phillips coming back
complex. That is Jane Wright.
Jane Wright. Katie's
Jane
10.
Wright coming in. Number 14. She replaces Sophie. I saw Sophie throw her hand up over there. Looked like she needed a break.
Yeah.
And that's something with soccer, the field vast. You're going to get tired quick.
Yeah.
I know the conditioning program that Coach Stevens does in the early season, they work hard and they don't like it, but it pays off right now.
Definitely.
And that goes back to what we said earlier about working hard to have fun. There's a center. Cavaliers snuffed that. Rebecca Minix. Very strong play there. Allie, off a hand it looked like. I don't know. No one called that one on Reminick.
So you're only down about 10 minutes left in the first half here.
Sammy Smith making it tough. Got her on the sideline. Lily Hayes kicks it up. Lily Hayes up. Time.
Bring Kate Heim back on.
Yep, Katie Heim comes back
An
in.
injury over here.
Okay, we got a little timeout going on here. Officials timeout. Kate Heim came back in.
Trista coming off.
Yeah.
And that's the, and it's funny, we mentioned pregame, one of Coach Stevens' main issues was injuries, and we've already walked a couple girls off here.
Yep.
Limping off the field.
And those are two important girls,
well,
too.
and that's one of the hard things, too. You can tell girls like this, hey, we want to come out here with no injuries, but once they drop the ball and start playing, I mean, you can't play that way. You play. I mean, you end up really running a high risk of injury.
Right. Well, and Coach Stevens does not like to see those two girls of all girls coming off the field. You just want them. Some of your skill players, it's not good. And I see trainer Stephanie Stichter, kind of looking at Trista, asking her a few questions.
Well, and Trista being one of those girls who has a reputation of being a tough kid. It's I remember the old stories of Jim Brown where he would go to the trainer in hiding because they wanted everybody to think he never got injured.
Yep. Or, the old Walter Payton stories, never show your weakness.
Yeah.
No matter how much it hurts, don't hang anything.
Right.
Stand tall. Don't give your opponent any kind of a advantage. A shot by the Calizo, passes it up front, 16 misses it. Who's that Cavalier down that broke it up? Is that Miranda Ottoman? Yep, got physical there and stopped the girl from maybe a crossing pass score. So we'll credit to Miranda. Haley Howard.
Looking to make a move here. And she's got some handles. She
does.
She can bring the ball. I've seen her go coast to coast and do a good job moving it.
Pass it up. Allie Jones, she can break through here past Jane, right?
Just behind her. Right idea, though, Allie.
Yep.
Maintain possession, though. If we can keep the ball down in this end a little bit, give these backline girls a chance to
we got Lily
gather their wits a bit.
Sing, and then Julia Franzioni coming in, exchange student for the Cavaliers this year, number 3.
She's another tough one. She apparently a recreational boxer back in Italy.
Nice.
I heard a rumor she can do something like 35 push-ups in a minute.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure I can do 35 push-ups in a day. Haley, right side there, kicks it up to Jane. Stolen away. I'm not sure I'm used to not calling something. It's hard not to follow that ball and just call it everywhere it goes to whatever number, but if I did that, I would be tired of speaking.
Yeah, it'll wear you out in a hurry.
Got a B in the press box here, Colton. Get that thing out of here. There we go.
And a soccer game is frustrating to watch when you care about one of the two teams because everything always almost seems like it's going to go your way, and it never is quite going exactly the way you want it to.
Right.
Even in the best of games, even those games we won 8-2.
Crossing pass, just wide
misses.
right.
Just misses.
16 on that shot. Good crossing pass. Keely Bauer on the miss there.
Marine and Sam Ostrike here.
Dribbled on past the goal, which you saw that with Colton's crack camera work here. He was right on it. Alyssa Bailey once again, big leg out of the box. Good stroke. Nope. One of the Calizo girls.
Lily looking to make a move here. Trying to get through ball. Allie Jones. There we go. I'm going to get it back there.
Yep.
Tries to drop it. Reminick does a good job of intercepting that.
She does. She's a strong player. Good with the ball.
And she's one of those two. I'm not sure how fast she is. I haven't seen her on too many dead sprints, but she's one of those that appears fast because she just understands how the game's working and just gets there a step before.
Right. She knows spacing here. Another crossing pass. It's again Miranda, bodied up really good. Call that mark up. Is that what they call it?
That's mark up, yep.
Mark up. Throwing my soccer lingo
That's right,
out there.
That's right.
Coach Stevens would be proud of that one. Might have to go to the tape and show him. Lily
Let that play
Sivong,
through.
yeah.
Let that play through. I wonder if that earlier call that Coach Stephens questioned, maybe he might have gotten himself one there because that looked like more of a foul than what Lily had earlier in the match.
I agree. I agree. Hearing football whistles sounds like they're
Yeah, I did. I know there was one point when one of the officials stopped for a second. Is that one of ours? And
right.
the wind's blowing just right to carry that.
Oh, Jane dribbled off her feet. Good strong kick there by Haley. Reminick again with the ball, passes up.
Nice through ball. Alyssa's going to have her work cut out for her here.
Yeah, she.
Yep,
Good
that was
shot.
A tough one. That was a tough one.
Score, Tori Calizo for the Cougars. Passed Alyssa. So at the 4-minute mark, 4-minute, 17-second mark.
Yeah, that one's rough, so close to halftime there.
2-0 Cougars.
So we'll come back and reset and hope to play some solid soccer here. Again, you don't want to be. I mean, you don't want to state the obvious, but we can't give up a goal here, not just for score purposes, but for psychology purposes. We don't want to fall apart now. We get back to halftime, regroup.
Right. Yeah, you got 4 minutes here just to keep it positive. Keep in positive territory here.
Make
a run out of.
Move down the field here.
I don't know. You're not going to be able to dribble too much past number 7. She's pretty good. Going to have to do this through passing, I think. Keep the field spaced out. Take advantage of our opportunities.
Good job by Sam Ostrike.
Yeah, Ostrike came up there.
Making things difficult.
Yep. Fresh legs in makes a difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, a kick out in a way that they can't run up and just get a chuck down the field.
Right. There's Rebecca Minix again, right place. Defending well. Good. Pass it up into Cougar territory. Sophie Heath back in the game for the Cavaliers.
They give chase here to Jane Wright, trying to look that girl up and get her cut off. See if we can get Allie Jones some movement down the field here.
Yep.
You can't quite get the touches that we exactly want. Doing a good job keeping after the ball. Here we go. Lily's got some moves here, and she maintains possession.
Stole it back, yeah. Good athletic play. Yeah.
Maybe a Cougar foul here.
A little over-aggressive there, chasing, which that'll back them up.
Lily will take this kick.
She's going to bend it like Beckham.
Hope not. It's a pretty straight-on shot. Now, my guess is she's going to look for a teammate here. I don't think she's going to try to go. Yep, there we go to Allie Jones. Oh, just off. Oh, we get it out of there? No, rolls out of bounds. I believe that's going to be a goal kick. Yep. No, they're calling corner kick.
Yes, they are.
I thought for sure that went off Allie's thigh over there, but again, I'm not down there. I can't see these things. Like Sophie's going to come over and take the kick.
I'm not going to say it again, but I think this is the one that needs to be bent.
Yeah, this would be more accurate. A bending would be more appropriate here, I think.
Bending. Don't break.
Okay, so we can get one right in here to Julia. And go to Allie, okay. Nice hustle by Lily trying to get this turned.
Uh-oh.
And
we got
we're down under a minute and a half.
Too.
We want to try to get out of this, dodge this bullet
charge.
here. Alyssa's maybe going to gobble it. Oh,
yeah,
she doesn't.
She got it. Shot on goal by Jessie Calizo. Just kind of ran out of gas. And
I think one more touch, Alyssa would have come up and just tried to take that herself.
Yep, and I think she knew that too. She'd seen her come at her a few times. That was another wise play. Reminick again, pressing.
And just kind of let that punt go into nowhere and didn't really chase it down. We got to make sure we try to maintain possession. Going down 3 would not be fun.
Nope. Got a minute left.
You know, a foul here.
Yep.
I think it'll be
that
Lakeland kick.
Is that on Sophie?
I think it was.
Over the top, Alyssa again came out. Good play, didn't let the ball play her. She played the ball.
We just got a tip from Scott back at headquarters. He says the trick to doing 35 push-ups in a day is space them out, Shane. So start with 1 in the morning and then see how the rest of the day goes. He said he's up to 6 today.
Up to 6.
So there you go.
That's a good day.
There's your
6.
exercise tip of the day.
6 push-ups.
See, we're not just broadcasting sports here at RTC4. We're helping you live a better life.
Healthy lifestyles.
That's
I
right.
like it.
That's right.
Pass through.
Does a good move there. Good move.
Oh,
And-
shot by Calizos over the goal. And that'll do it.
That'll take us to halftime here. Cavaliers facing a 2-0 deficit. Played solid for the most part. We're going to take a quick break here and run a few advertisements. And we'll be back with you shortly as we get this halftime going. This is RTC TV4 and Cavalier Soccer.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
10 minutes, we're back on.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, we're back here with RTC TV4 coverage of Cavalier soccer. Just a few notes from the first half. Coach Lowry and I were talking. I think that the Cavaliers would maybe feel a little better about this 2-0 deficit if those goals had been, or at least the second goal had been a little earlier in the first half. I don't think they're playing too badly. I think Coach Stevens has got to be pretty pleased given the shaken up lineups he's putting out there. It's not his usual front line, not his usual back line. He's just mixing people into some different places here. And I really, like I said, I feel pretty good about the way we're playing overall.
Right, I agree. 2 goals. You look at some games and you're just happy to be that close if you're really not testing the other team, and we really haven't done that.
Right.
Haven't caught a rhythm yet. So all it takes is 1 goal, change the momentum.
Right.
And you're right there.
Well, and I don't know how long we had Lily Sayavangsing and Kenzie Binkley on front line at the same time.
Right.
And I know we haven't run our true front line of both Lily's and Kenzie the entire game.
Yeah.
So we really, from a lineup perspective, we haven't really pressed the throttle all the way down. Obviously, our girls out there are playing their butts off and trying to do what they can to make the game as competitive as possible. But
right, you got to give some credit to Reminick and the Lady Cougars. They've pressed it.
Absolutely.
They've had us playing defense. So there you got to talk about some of our defenders. We might have 2 goals, but we're actually playing some pretty good defense.
Absolutely.
You got Kate Heim and Rebecca Minix back there enforcing, and then Alyssa Bailey, like you said on the 1 goal, she's kind of guessing at what side. It wasn't like she got beat. It was a perfect kick to the corner. She couldn't have gotten to it, but she was making a decision on that. And
as a goalie, as with the person kicking the ball, you have to give yourself the best option of stopping the goal. And a lot of times it's just a matter of, well, where do I think this girl's going to shoot, and try to read her body language and go that way, because at the end of the day, no human is big enough to cover that goal entirely.
No.
And so you just got to take your best shot.
Right, and watching her play and how aggressive she is, she's made some really good decisions to come out and made some really good plays in the goal. And to keep it to a 2-goal game right here, and the way they press, both of the Calizo girls have done well there when they've had their opportunities. But, I give some credit to our defense, too, for keeping it right where it is.
Absolutely. And I'm curious to see if we do see Kenzie or Trista back in the game.
Right.
We've seen some slow come off the field, so both of those girls were clearly like walking gingerly off the field. I'm curious if, and again, there's 2 schools of thought there. If the knees or hips or whatever it was look like that's what it was, something in the upper leg. If they're feeling okay, you maybe get out there and run a little bit to say, okay, yeah, I'll be good. But on the other hand, if it's the needle's too far the other way, you say, all right, we'll rest this. We'll test that at a practice tomorrow.
Well, and you shuttle some girls in, next girl up, and you get them some experience.
Definitely.
That's just going to bode well for anything we do if they can come mix it up with the caliber of talent that's on the Cougars team.
Yeah, when we play Rochester, we're not going to be able to put our first set out there and run them for 80 minutes. People are going to have to go out ready, and again, playing a team like this, it's good to see some of our freshmen, some of our girls coming off the bench and that sort of thing, getting an opportunity to play a team of this caliber.
Right, yeah, and it's a good experience. I know I'm sure Coach Stevens, that's what he's thinking as well, too. Take a positive out of the setting someone like a Kenzie Binkley for whatever happened. You're going to get some experience.
All right, as we get down under the 2-minute mark here, get closer to the start of the second half, we're going to take a quick break. Again, I'm Mike Bushman here with Colton Miller and Shane Lowry, and this is RTC TV4 Cavalier Soccer.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, we're back here at the varsity field of the Cavaliers Soccer Complex. Down under a minute left, getting ready to start the second half. Teams doing their limber up. The coaches have had their chance to talk to the athletes, express what their expectations are for the second half. I would say both coaches probably had a similar talk, but from opposite ends of the spectrum. Lakeland Christian probably saying, hey, look, we're up 2-0. Continue to play hard, but let's not get hurt. And Coach Stevens probably saying, hey, look, we're down 0-2, but that was our plan from the beginning, was to be as competitive as possible, running as many different lineups as possible. So, again, let's continue to be competitive, and let's try not to get hurt. So teams are taking the field here, and I'm eager to see how things come out. And you kind of alluded to this before. I think if we can keep this from being a floodgate, 6-0 game or 6-1 game, I think we can call this a victory. If we can keep this to 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, something like that, we can come out of some positives here.
Right, I agree. The old adage of the first couple minutes out of the gate here is going to tell a lot about the second half.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Lady Cavs look like they're ready to come out. Kenzie Binkley back on the field for the Lady Cavs.
Okay, we'll see.
So we'll see what happens
how she
here.
feels. And Trista out there as well. So
got our starting lineup back on the field, looks like.
Yep. Katie Phillips there, Rebecca Minix. Yep, we're back to where we started here.
I'm checking out the Lady Cougars. Looks like they have the same cast of players out there that both.
See the armbands, which means the captains are in.
Yep.
Something I need to ask Coach Stevens about. I'm not sure if he just is opposed to the armbands, if he doesn't have any, and gave the girls an option they didn't want to wear them. I see a lot of soccer teams with them.
Right. Once again, Lakeland Christian has it on their offensive side. We're playing some defense. Shot on goal,
Right there.
Bailey right there.
Right
Number
to her.
14. Starrett on the shot.
Those appear to be the easiest ones to get, but I've never played a keeper myself, but I have to imagine there's some level of, when it's one coming right at you, that whole I can't miss this factor.
Right. You put your body in front of it, and you hope the hands are going to react real well. I've seen many a soccer match where the ball hits the ground and just fumbles right off left or right. And
those slow dribblers sometimes are just enough to make you second guess yourself. It's
Miranda Ottoman with her hands on the ball there. It'll allow the Cougars
position here.
Yep, Cougars to press us again. A lot of black on the defensive end. Get it to the center. Lily
going to try to make a move here. Go for a burst and try to maybe through ball this to
there was that
Katie Phillips. Can't quite get out at it.
Reminick speed there. Once again, you alluded to it earlier. Haven't really seen her do that, but she stride for stride with Lily on that last one.
Yeah.
Kind of watched Lily Hayes play, and she just has like a gallop to her.
Yeah, she's one of those people that runs almost effortlessly, glides down the field.
Yep. Kenzie centers it.
Oh, we
right
got a
past
chance
Katie
here.
Phillips.
Got a
Shot.
chance here.
Oh,
Hey, took a whack at it.
Yeah.
Good job recovering there by the
I
defender.
agree.
They called earlier that I don't think I'd seen Katie Phillips score a goal this season. So
Yes, you did.
that would have been nice to see, especially in a tight game against a quality opponent like this. That would have been fun to see.
Ball kicked into the Culver fans there. Fan retrieves it.
It always seems to delight the fans a little bit when they get to go chase that ball down.
Oh, yeah. Souvenir for some fine young person over there.
Even you're watching an 8U baseball game. I mean, people just get real excited. Oh, I'll get the foul ball.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
Oh, Hattie pushing it back, but now we're going back into positive territory here.
Get this turned and move it.
Close to the midfield. Allie Jones,
again,
somewhat center. Nobody there.
Nobody there. I hear Coach Stevens yelling help. Is not you fill the space there. Okay? Just kind of stand around hoping somebody else will do it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's, again, we haven't said that a lot, but every once in a while we've had an issue where not long stretches. It seems like just for instance, it's just a momentary lapse. Reminick coming in hard.
Yeah, good play there. Alyssa
And
comes
she puts one
out.
in. Alyssa did what she could there, I think.
Yep.
She's got to, again, make a decision there, and I think coming out is her best bet.
Yep. So Reminick with a goal.
Coming up quick here
Third
for
goal there, 36
Lakeland Christian.
36-41.
Yeah.
Second mark of the second period. It's not what we wanted to have happen.
No, but again, these are the times when you can practice your character, practice your ability to persevere through this, and just play hard and just work to put a goal in and see what happens.
Right.
Stay
together.
In some ways, oddly, in these situations, a third goal almost is beneficial because you maybe feel a little less pressure now.
Right.
You just play freely. What happens, happens. We're down 3-0. If we lose this game now, nobody's going to think, oh wow, how could you lose when you were down 3-0? A little rough action there from Lily Hayes. Looks to go over and
she comes back.
Good
Check.
Yeah, absolutely. Checking her out. That's good.
Thumbs up. All right, Lady Cougars will have the ball again.
Well placed. Oh, just again that hard Cavalier field.
Yeah.
It bounced just a little more than was expected there.
Starrett, shot on goal.
Good.
Bailey
Good job,
out.
Alyssa. Good job,
Pounces
Alyssa.
on it.
Again, as this score becomes 3-0, I'm curious if and when Coach will kind of take Alyssa out again with his goals of not getting people injured.
Right.
It wasn't us, but I remember the Christian goalkeeper had a whack at the hands, and
Yep.
we don't want to take any chances there.
Kenzie over there pushing the ball up. Nice little dribble move.
Make a move and take a poke
Hopefully
here.
get a shot. Yep. Nope.
One too many touches.
Yep.
Maybe a cross or a shot there, one or the other, but I think it was one too many touches.
Yeah, I'm not sure Katie Phillips presented high enough there for her to see it. She's kind of faded.
Yep.
Oh, pressing it again. Katie Heim, good defensive play. Here she comes hustling it up. Yeah, I like to see that.
Nice through ball there. Run that down to Allie Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite. Again, not quite getting the touch she wanted on that.
Right.
She like to keep that moving.
Right. Kind of just slows down.
Mm-hmm. But we do retain possession on their side of the field, which hasn't happened a lot.
Nope.
So.
Some standing going.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Get that across there. Hopefully somebody move up and fill.
Good pass out. Center it up to two Cougars. Kind of playing behind a lot here. Oh, passes it up. That is number 3, Tori Calizo. She's going to have a shot on goal. Alyssa comes out and right underneath her for another Cougar goal.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yep. They're just keeping the heat on us. So.
As this happens, again, you don't ever want to coach your athletes to not play hard. And that's, again, where I wonder, where will Lakeland Christian go? Are they going to continue to run top dogs here deep into the second half with sectional looming? I don't know.
Yeah, they've got a couple girls on the bench over here, so.
Yeah. And not as deep as you might think, the quality that they're putting out there.
Yep, nope.
And again, I don't know what their injury situation is. Maybe these girls over here are banged up too. Maybe there's nobody to pull in.
Yeah. Considering we don't play them and don't really know.
Right. That's one of the things you get these some of these secondary sports like soccer. You see schools that we don't see in other sports. I know that happens in wrestling. You get to the invitationals, track. You get to the invitationals. You get a chance to see some schools you don't even know exist sometimes.
Right. Yeah, we have the Cougars on our girls basketball schedule, kind of talking to you before the game about some of the players that graduated last year.
Oh, get that. Oh, man. Katie Phillips again, almost.
Ooh.
That one may be
Singh,
over the fence. I
yeah.
think Landon's running now.
Cleared the complex and into the discus and shot put area.
Yeah, and I think that's a frustrating attempt right there. I think first option you'd like to miss probably left or right, and then somewhere in the vicinity maybe of the keeper and sailing it over there. That's a frustrating one.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a lob wedge shot there. Katie Heim D'ing up. Passes it up.
Good hustle there by the ladies in black.
Job turning it around there. Allie Jones. She's hustling.
Yeah. Good job maintaining possession.
Yeah.
Look for a teammate here.
Kicks it up.
Lily Hayes.
Yeah.
Makes a move around her. Nice. Oh,
Be nice to break through here.
Be a throw to the Cougars here.
Coach Stevens.
Yeah, not liking that sideline play. Coach Stevens isn't.
Questioning why they're not looking to the inside.
And I think that's true of any field-based sport where the ball moves back and forth. You see that a lot of times in basketball even too. It's really easy to go over to the side, and that makes sense because it's easy for the defense too.
Yeah.
So
that's where
players
they
just
want
tend
you
to
to go.
Yeah, gravitate over to that area because that's where the open space is.
That's why it's open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the 30-minute mark here, and I see a sub coming over. Looks like Sophie Heath sauntering over to the substitute area. Lily Sevong Singh circling it up. Kicks it wide right.
Again, I think that was more of a desperation than anything else. I think she was just kind of a
Sophie
kick
coming
and
in
hope.
for Miranda Ottoman. That will move.
I got to do some shuffling around of the lineup here.
Yep, move Rebecca Minnick's back. Sophie right in the action. Oh, sails past her and a Cougar. Cougars have it going towards our goal.
And they're running.
Tori Calizo working her way up. Passes it over to Jessie Calizo. Takes a shot. Alyssa with
good
a
job. Good
punch
job,
save.
Alyssa.
Yep. Boy, there was really no space other than where her hand was to stop that ball. Looks like she's kind of not really limping, but grimacing there on that last play.
Again, wondering if Sophie's on the field right now, so
Yeah.
and I know Haley Howard has come in at keeper as well.
I've seen her play some goal. And it just seems like the Cougars are in control of most situations. Bailey out again. Cuts the ball off.
Yeah, like you said, limping's not the right word, but definitely walking in a way that she's not. And it looks like she's trying not to stress some joint or another.
Right. You can see the pain on her face at times.
When I know that knee just gets her sometimes, and when you have a history of knee injury, those things happen.
Yep.
I missed that call. I was transitioning back and forth. I got this big post in my way here. I missed what exactly happened.
Well, I did too. I looked down for a half second.
No, I missed a serious head-to-head collision in that same way. I was just passing, and then I heard this big whack, and by the time I got to the other side, it was all over. I think it was Kate Heim took a shot earlier in the year.
Sophie. Oh. Presses it up there.
Some of the funny things about watching a game from a press box, it's the best view in the house until it's not.
Right.
And 90% of the time it is, but the 10% it's not, you see nothing.
Well, we've got a few strategically placed beams there.
Yeah.
Or boards, I'll call them. Oh, Rebecca Ball spinning, spun right off her foot, out of bounds. Okay, number 8, Hannah Sterrett, and number 16, Keely Bauer in for the Lady Cougars.
Going to thank our lineage for being able to. Most people can't navigate that Bauer name, but it's a Monterey oldie there. So
yeah, we know it.
Can't fool us, Cougars.
No.
I wonder if that Bauer is from around here. That's not a name I see other places very often.
No, you don't. And they're over in the Warsaw area.
Mm-hmm.
Highway 30. Like I said earlier, they have some pretty good spacing going on, but there's Lily again. Another shot wide right. So the Cougars will turn it around here, kick it out. Got to look over our cameraman again, Colton Miller.
I always forget, too, if it gets too serious. Coach Lauer, we do have this right here.
Yeah, true.
I've remembered that about twice this game when it's been down here in the corner. I can look right here on the screen.
Yeah, that's where the cameraman comes into play. He's painting the picture. We're just calling it.
Again, a lot of good ideas out of the Cavaliers. Just not a lot of times not getting quite the touches and the kicks that they want.
Right. Got Sammy Smith down below us, ready to sub in.
Good news is I think there'll be a lot of good stuff on film for Coach Stevens to go break down and to look at specific places to make improvements and make adjustments. Going on for Katie Phillips. Yeah. Katie had a couple opportunities there. Did a good job playing, and said hope to see her back in and maybe get a chance to poke one of those in.
Right. Now the Cougars are keeping the field spaced out. Lily Sevong seeing strong play there.
Looking for some help, and
kicks it over to Kens.
Oh, she does get it. Okay, good. I thought she might have intercepted.
Spins it. Use some
Looking
of
for a
that
burst.
speed. Here we
Take a
go.
rip.
Shot on goal,
And
no. Wide right.
Thought we had that one going in.
Yep, good shot there. Just went.
Again,
past
Sammy
the
Smith
keeper's
about
hands.
2.5 steps behind. If she makes that break a second earlier, I think she's in there to drive that in back at the other post and
Yep.
put a goal in for us. But, hey, good to see a spirited attack by the Cavaliers.
Yep, keep going forward here.
Cut off by Sophie Heath. Let's see if we can get another run at this goal here.
Kate, Trista right there.
Do want to mention, too, and I hope I don't miss the names here, as I should have written them down. I'll make sure I get them covered for senior night. We do that broadcast on Thursday. But several of our Cavalier ladies soccer players making all-star teams around the area, too. I know Lily Savong Singh and Kinsey Binkley and Lily Hayes all made, I think it's North-South all-star teams that they made.
Yeah, I think Rebecca Minix made that team as a freshman, and Alyssa Bailey as well.
Absolutely. So congratulations to those ladies, and congratulations to Coach Stevens.
Yes. Good recognition there for our Lady Cavs. Another shot on goal, another diving save. Alyssa again.
Getting up slowly, though. Up slowly. Wondering, again, how long Coach Stevens, I don't look down here at the sideline, I don't see anybody wearing a goalie shirt, so he may just be letting her ride it out. And who knows, maybe she said, hey, Coach, I'm good. I want to play this game out. You know, she's a tough girl.
Use this again as good practice for whoever we face.
Absolutely.
Quality opponent. Not backing down.
And we don't play till October 4th. So there is still, there's time to get some wounds in order and heal up a bit before we get the sectional play. And that's one of the tough things just in general, I imagine, is you get the draw out in non-football sports. And the reason I say non-football is because football's got such a rhythm to it of the way that you scout, prepare, finalize, have a game. So it's easy to focus on the opponent ahead because there's such a rhythm, and the rhythm's the same the whole school year, or the whole season rather. You get to those other sports during the school year, it's tough. I've coached some varsity basketball. It's tough. That draw comes out to remain focused those last few games of the season.
Yeah, you hope your schedule makers set it up towards the end of the season where you can control what you need to prepare for. Another shot on goal.
Oh, nice save.
Pops it up to herself.
Again, this is another game, and I remember saying this at the Rochester game, that people may look at this in the book later and say, "Oh, what'd the keeper do today?" The keeper has done a great job.
Yeah, she has.
Just playing a very good team here, and has had to fend off some hot shots.
Yeah, and the Cougars have had the ball in our area. That's a little stress on our defense. So
definitely.
They handle the ball well. Put it where they need it. Take advantage of our mistakes. Another shot.
I don't know if we said so. I said it. I would get a list, lest I forget somebody. I believe Kate Heim made those all-star teams as well.
Yes, she did. Another good stop.
And just what I've talked to these girls too. These wins and losses, they stick with them. I mean, they don't. We up here talk about moral victories and how a good team. So 4 hard fought 4 goals. It matters to these girls. What the final score is. And
yep.
Sammy Smith looking to make a move here. Oh, good job. Oh, I thought that stayed in bounds.
Got Haley Howard coming in and Miranda Ottoman replacing Sophie Heath and Rebecca Minix.
Very good. Is the wrong team throwing? No, we're good. I think she's just trying to throw it early.
It's kind of rolls over to a Cougar and she kicks it.
A little miscommunication, I think, by the Lady Cavs. They can maintain possession, though, and try to figure out a best angle, I think, here to get this in.
Yeah, I think at this point you just want to start to come together as a team, and I'm sure Coach Stevens would like to see some good communication.
Absolutely.
Good field spacing. Maybe like you said earlier, if the Cougars start to sub, we can put something together there and use this as going forward, and making good decisions.
Well, it's never too late to, whatever game
Make
it is. In this case,
yourself
soccer.
better.
Play good soccer. It's never too late to do that. And, you set these, and this happens all the time, and anything physical, you set, mini goals for yourself. Let's play, what are we at here? Let's play 20 good minutes of soccer here.
Yep.
Let's play our best 20 minutes of soccer, regardless of who's in the field, regardless of, how we got it. We want to rearrange people, maybe get a different look. Ooh, nice. Again, nice heady play.
Yep.
Heady play.
And she's got to make that decision.
Yes.
What are you going to do? Are you going to let the ball play you, or are you going to play the ball? And
that's where the years of experience really come into play, because all the physical attributes in the world don't do any good if you freeze up in those moments, if you make a decision and second guess yourself, or that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah, I know there's a lot we can take out of the last 20 minutes here. Build it into a positive.
Lauren Sterrett coming in. I'm curious if this is a soccer thing or not, but every once in a while I get these rosters and they don't put their numbers in order. It makes it kind of difficult to find who's who. These are ordered by grade. Okay.
Yeah, all right. I've got your Max Preps page here, and it's got it numerical.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with keeping myself on my toes. Good mental exercise here.
Yeah.
Julia, getting ready to check in. Julia Franzoni. Let's have a goal kick here to the Cavaliers. Julia comes on.
Yeah. She's going to
maybe
replace Kenzie Binkley, yeah.
I'd say Kenzie's moving well coming out the field, too. You tell a lot more, I think, from a player a lot of times coming on and off the field or court than you can, because a lot of times it's go time and you're just running and you don't.
Yeah.
She looks pretty good coming off now.
Yeah, it's good to see her play up until the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, definitely.
And smart decision by Coach Stevens.
I agree.
We got to get that ball out of there. Let's put it into their area. Good pass out. Surveys it, kicks it up, centers it. Bailey again.
Taking it.
Kicks it up. Let's run, girls.
Things kind of starting to slow down, get a little more methodical for both teams. Again, I think nobody's against the clock running here.
No. Almost peppers the Cavalier fans sitting there in the stands.
Keeping it exciting.
I say the lady over there had her hand over her eyes, and I don't think she saw it. That could have hit her on top of the head.
It's always like the call, the heads up call. I never understood that. You want your head down, don't you? You look up, it's going to smack you in the face.
Yeah.
Or working the ball around here. We got a new Cavalier field. Sunny Klinger.
Klinger.
And
got that right.
There you go. Abigail Burns. I think that's our first look at Abigail Burns from
Abby
Lakeland
Burns
Christian.
on the field and replaces Klinger replaces Jones. She hustles off.
So we're getting the ball thrown in here. Just want to remind Cavalier and soccer fans, Lady Cavs will be back in action on RTC TV4 Thursday night at 5:30. They'll take on the North White Vikings.
Remick another shot. Alyssa with the save.
Good job, Alyssa. That game time will be 5:30. I'll be here again with Coach Shane Lowry and Colton Miller. That'll be ladies' senior night. Also, as part of our homecoming week coverage, we have the volleyball team tomorrow night. Who's the volleyball team play again, Shane?
Good question.
I'll
We
look
talked
that up
about
too.
it today.
I thought maybe being the man on the microphone, you might know
I
that
am
one.
the man on the mic, but not in tune. We have a lot going on this homecoming week.
Yeah, it's a busy one.
With our fall bonanza on Friday, I've kept my mind focused on that. I've
You gotta have
inherited that job from
eye on the
Coach
prize.
Brown Stevens. But that's one of the fun days at Culver Community Schools and what sets us apart. We do a little half-day activity competitions between each grade level in our middle high school from 6 to 12, and kids get out there on the field, get to have fun, play some music.
We talk about the struggles of a small school, being, got to wear many hats. Everybody's got to pitch in, and nobody gets to be one thing. But that's one of the advantages of a small school. You can't go to a 5A school and have something like a fall bonanza or the sports spectacular that we do in the spring, and at least not have it mean anything.
No.
You got graduating classes of 400 and 500. You gather 40 of them out there to do fun games, and nobody gets it. Nobody knows really who those kids are.
Right.
They get us on LaVille Lancers. That's who we're playing tomorrow for volleyball.
Yep.
Start time on that is 5:30 as well, and we are running JV first. I think we got ourselves back at least to strength enough to where we're running our normal rotation there, which is nice to see for the Lady Cavs. I know they hit a rough patch there with injuries, and
Looks like Kenzie Binkley's coming back on the
Binkley's
field.
back in. I thought we saw another Cavalier coming in. Is that Allie Jones coming in?
Allie Jones
Yep,
coming
Allie Jones
back on, coming in for Kate Heim, and looks like Lily Savong Singh maybe coming off.
But right about the time, it seemed like the Lady Cavs volleyball team was starting to get some things put together.
Yep.
Injury bug really bit hard. And as much as physically, I know psychologically, they had a hard time bouncing back and getting themselves in a position because they had some hard-fought games there early in the season, won some and lost some, but we're playing really tough, gritty volleyball. And Alyssa Kinyon-Dewey and Maddie Shedrow, not to mention Emma Kruger, who was gone from Jump Street.
Yep. Haley Howard, another one.
Yeah, that's right. And it really kind of sucked the air out of the balloon, and hoping maybe get some of those girls back on their feet. Is Maddie back in playing full time? I haven't.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not real sure.
Okay.
I think she's she had a deep bone bruise, and I just think they're being real careful with it.
Yeah, and that's understandable. And it's hard too. Again, you're sharing athletes. You and I don't know if Maddie fits this category or not, but I know being a coach of athletes that are in the middle. Again, good effort by Alyssa there.
Remick again, and she's perfectly placed. I mean, Alyssa, she just missed that fingernail.
It's what you can do. I mean, she did what you can do. And again, talking about guessing, she's got to go at that ball, and she goes along the ground, the thing sails over her head, and she chose to try to knock it up high, and it went underneath her. And
Jane Wright coming in for the Lady Cavs. We talked about Maddie Shedrow.
Ostrag back in.
She put some ice on her knee, and when it was nice and cold, you could see where the bruise was through her
That's wild.
skin. Yeah, it's
Well, that's the point I was going to make before, is being coach of a sport that's sandwiched in the middle of the year, I understand not everybody that comes out to the wrestling team, not everybody that comes out to the soccer team, is this their number one sport. So you get these borderline injuries. And by borderline, I don't mean like should you play or should you not play, but should you be pulling plug on season type of thing? And is it worth grinding out when your number one is some other time in the year? It's sharing athletes, that's a tough call for a kid. I get it.
Well, Maddie's a gamer. She'd want to be there if she could.
Oh, definitely.
But she is very important to our basketball team, so I'm sure that's the caution there.
And I think coaches understand that because everybody out there is has got a number one, and there are kids out there who the sport that you're coaching at the time is their number one, and so.
Right.
Even down to where we're at times even sharing athletes in season. I know Savannah Barnes had some injury issues and kind of had to decide, I'm banged up. I can do some, and what am I going to do? Am I going to be a soccer or am I going to be a volleyball?
Right.
And she ultimately ended up helping out the volleyball team. Breakaway here.
Another save by Alyssa Bailey. Good.
I almost feel like given Alyssa's personality, she might like a couple more to come in there.
Yeah.
Get some of those knocked out and make that the way the game ends.
Yep. 13 minutes left in action. Got a couple subs down here waiting to come in. Looks like Kenna Mann's going to get in the game.
Sophie Heath
and Sophie Heath, yep. Then number 6, Joy Haynes coming back in for the Lady Cougars.
Coming on the field now.
Sophie giving a nice little smile. Heard her name over the radio. I'm sure that something she's excited that, now somebody can hear her out there on the field. Sammy Smith coming off. Kenzie coming off the field again.
I hear I'm going through our entire week's coverage. I neglected to mention the pinnacle of the homecoming week, the boys' football game, Friday night against Casting Comets.
Yep.
And again, I hope those boys come ready to rock. Coach Stevens and I talked on Friday night. I think we had kind of a, oh boy, we can't wait to blow a team out kind of an attitude last Friday and rebounded from that quickly. But when we rebounded, we were down 14-0.
Yeah, no.
There's a nice stop by
another
Alyssa.
Stop, another punch save.
Good, smart play there. Was that Miranda booting that out?
Yep, Miranda
nice
Ottoman
play.
once again kicking it out.
Hetty senior play there. And again, Hetty for our team and giving Alyssa a chance to get up off her face again and get back in action. Again, I can't say enough. Our defensive players have done what they can do. We're playing a very good team here who's kept the foot on the gas and really continue to come after us and it made it as difficult as we can make it.
Another corner kick for the Cougars. Everybody just kind of lumped in together there. We'll see what happens. But Ellie Jones forces the ball out. Yep. Lily Hayes kicks it back out to the corner.
You can get a chance
right
to
at
practice
11
corner
minutes.
sets here.
Yep, right at 11 minutes left.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, you talk about the football game there and the football team. They got to be ready. I know Caston, I'm sure both teams are looking at that game like they've got a chance, and you can't over or underestimate any opponent. And I know with what we do, it's a grinder type offense.
Come back on?
Yep, Becca Minnick's coming back in for football, and we can wear teams down. But the defensive end is where it's going to start with the Cavaliers for Friday night. Are we going to be able to throw the D?
And I know Caston hasn't scored a lot of points. They haven't won any games. But I talked to Coach Zahner a little bit, and they are, again, it always sounds like it's not a compliment, but I've seen some teams on film that don't even really look like football teams. They're not.
Right.
They're just guys out there wearing helmets and shoulder pads. I mean, for what he says, maybe not a great team, but this is a football team. And you, anytime you have a legitimate football team that knows what they're doing, you have to go out there and play.
Right. Another shot here. Oh, Alyssa coming out again, took a shot.
Took a kick, and that's what I was worried about. I made me nervous.
Yeah, it looks like she's up.
Yeah, I think it might have rattled her a little bit, but I think she's okay. I think it was.
She's a gamer.
When I think her face hurts. I think being down was as much trying not to get more injury. I think she was maybe just down, covering the head, and like, oh, I'm going to stay here till action settles down. And
Haley coming in.
Check things out here.
Coach Stevens out there checking on her.
All right. We're going to give her a minute to get off the field here. We're going to take a quick look at one of our sponsors. This is RTC TV4 and Cavaliers Soccer.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com.
All right, back here live.
Haley Howard in goal for the Cavs.
Yep. Good to see Alyssa walked off on her own power, so I think she caught a foot to the throat there maybe. Looks like she's going to be okay down there.
Yeah. Once again, Stephanie Stichter's on the job. Our school trainer. Good rapport with all the kids. She does a great job.
Absolutely. Good communication with the coaches, too. I know from a wrestling perspective, she's always asking us what we need, getting us ready. Water bottles, coolers, equipment.
Ooh.
Take a hot shot
Remick again. Let's see
right
Haley.
now.
And Remick scores again.
A goal in there.
Left side of Haley Howard. Bump that up to 6-2-0.
Colton. Stop it. You yell at me. Apologize for the slight interruption there. Fans, we just wanted to get things sorted out. Generally speaking, once it passes a 5-goal lead, we
subs
have
in
gone with the run clock. So
subs in for the Cougars. Number 10, Morgan Zebarth. Number 15, Natalie Buller. On for the Cougars. Remick comes off the field.
Cavaliers have about 8 minutes left to try to get a decent finish here to this game. Finish strong. Again, not too late to play good soccer and finish with positives. And bursting down the field, looking for a chance to get a goal in here.
Yeah, Calizo scores.
Haley Howard. And as much as the physical coming into the game, Haley Howard's got to be a little shaken. You see a teammate get kicked in the throat. These girls are close there. They've been playing with each other all year.
Yeah, number 5 coming in for the Cougars, Julia Hartzler. And coming in for the Cavs is Katie Phillips. She'll replace Trista Fritter, looks like. So here we go, 7 minutes, 26 seconds left.
Can both teams content, I think, to let this clock go?
Yep.
Although I'll say the Cougars still charging down. I hope for their sake they don't get on one of those and have somebody step wrong and hurt something.
Miranda Ottoman there, tough play, dug it out, kicks it up. Julia.
Good pursuit by Julia Frenzoni.
Yeah.
She's going to take a run at this thing, try to poke one in. I get that turn and take a swipe at it. I have talked to Julie in the hallway. She's had a couple opportunities, and she said, I just get so nervous when it's time to score. And she's had a couple where she's right there and just it goes wide, one way or the other and can't quite get a good foot on it. And
right.
It's actually interesting being Italian. She says her first experience playing soccer.
Yeah, we've had some exchange students in the past who have played soccer and excelled both in the boys and girls programs. Ooh. Becca Minix kicks it out of there, away from the two Cougars.
Sunny's going to look to clear this out, I think. Not quite the foot on it she wanted, but I think Jane can handle that. Try to get it out of the field.
Got Hattie Davis below me wanting to come into the game. The dead ball. Close to the 5-minute, 30-second mark. Ooh.
Haley Howard's still spry, though. Still looking to make that play there. I'm impressed. Boot out of bounds. We have a couple of subs down here. I think it's a white throw, so we're not going to see the sub just yet.
Nope.
Miscue there, and the Cavaliers hope to take advantage.
And here we go. Pass up.
Get running. Julia's going to try to get another run at the goal here. Going to try to maybe get one over to Sam Ostrike, but it's stolen away. And Lakeland looks to get up the sideline here.
Miranda. Soph.
So if you're looking to play solid here, keep her out of the scoring zone. Nice boot out there, Miranda, making things difficult. It's clear out there by Sophie. Get somebody run the ball down. We'll be in business here.
Kenna Mans.
Sam Ostrike moving at the
Centers
field,
it.
looking to get. Katie Phillips keeping things on our side. Nice work. Sam, nice move. Gets it through. We're going to run it down, though. Right idea. Right idea. A little too much mustard on the ball there, but I like that we're still getting after it here for the Lady Cavs.
Yep. Last 4 minutes here, still hustling hard.
Mm-hmm. And as you said earlier, getting some valuable minutes for some of these younger girls pays dividends down the road. It's an investment.
Yep. Miranda coming up, booting it.
Jane Wright looking to keep in bounds, keep on our side. Julie gets a hold of it. Looking to make a move again. Nice little burst last time. Let's see if she can get around her again. So the Cougar defender there, a little better angle that time.
Yeah.
Maybe had her scouted out from the previous trip down the field.
Ellie Jones out there still playing strong.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. She's a gamer.
Yeah. She'll mix it up with anyone.
Sam Ostrike looking to turn. Good hustle. Can't quite keep a hold of it, though. We keep that in? Yeah, no.
Nope. Under 3 minutes to go.
And poor Hattie's going to end up watching most of the rest of this game from the sidelines.
Yeah. Ellie Jones.
Oh, I thought that was going to work there. I thought that little hesitation. She's going to go right between them.
Yep.
Cooper's looking to make one more run here. Sonny does a good job making that hard and getting the ball turned.
Yep.
We have a foul here.
Whistle. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Randy gets things turned and try to get the ball up the field again to our offensive players. And Cougars looking to make another attack here.
Center it up. Rebecca Minnick's not having
Nice defense. Nice defense.
Here we go.
Katie Phillips looking to make a move here. A through ball it. Oh, goes outside to Sam. Oh. Both girls going for the ball there, I think. I think we got an injured player here. And we'll stop the clock. Okay. Sam's a little slow here to get up. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. This is RTC 4, RTC TV 4, and Cavalier Soccer.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Okay, about ready to resume action here. About a minute left. The game that got out of hand quickly in the second half. But again, Cavaliers continuing to play tough, had the ball here.
Yeah, we got one last shot here.
Yep, they take a chance here. Hattie Davis
Hattie's
gets
in
back
the
in the game, gives it a nice whack. She's going to have her motor running hot here, I think, for this last minute, trying to see what she can get out of this game. And Cougars looking to make a charge.
Yep.
Rebecca Minnick's trying to thwart that as best she can. And we're already down 7-0. Wouldn't hurt me to see Haley Howard get a chance to make a save over there.
No.
Close things out on a positive for her. Julia gets a turn here and can't quite get control of it. She's got another chance, though. Jane Wright's going to move the ball to the field. Looking for Julia now.
We are looking at close to 30 seconds left in the game, and the Cougars making one more attempt here. Sophie defending.
Good job by Sophie Heath.
Yep, kicks it off.
Kicks it off her, so that'll be Cavalier possession. Got under the 20 seconds left here. I expect this is about the last thing that's going to happen in this game, is this throw in and whatever happens here.
Give some shout out to Landon there, ball person.
Yeah, keeping things moving along.
And that will do it.
All right, that'll take care of that. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back to wrap things up. Again, this is RTC TV 4 and Cavalier Soccer.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, again, we're back here watching the handshakes. This is RTC TV4, Cavaliers Soccer. Again, the unhappy final, Cougars 7, Cavaliers 0. Again, there are still, I think, some positives to take out of this. A couple of moments where we got caught kind of standing still. I don't think that was the difference in the game. No. Other than those couple moments where it looked kind of like an exhale and stand still for a second, I think there's some things Coach Stevens can be happy about out of this game.
Yeah, and I think she's continued it through the whole season. But Alyssa Bailey in goal, she's just a gamer. She throws her body out there. And, tonight she had an unfortunate, kick to the throat, it looks like. But she's out there right now. Good show of sportsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what they're doing here. I haven't seen this before.
By joining hands.
Yeah. Excellent. Outstanding.
Maybe a little prayer here.
Yeah, it's good solidarity with the visiting school, who obviously bears the name Christian Academy. So it's nice of our ladies, regardless of what their religious preferences or points of view are, to take a minute to respect the religious points of view of our opponents. There, it's very nice.
You can always take that moment of silence and reflect on something in your
life.
So
Absolutely, it's good to see. Okay, well, that'll do it for our broadcast. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow night to cover the ladies volleyball team. For Colton Miller and Shane Lowry, I'm Mike Bushman with RTC TV4 and Cavaliers Soccer.